Let's work on another example, factoring a trinomial that doesn't, in this case, it does not have a leading coefficient of 1, but in addition, it has other variables, so it has both x's and y's in it. It's similar, but there are definitely some differences. We're going to have to add y's into the second part of the binomials, but we're going to try to factor this as two binomials. So let's go ahead and draw our parentheses in. The first term is going to come from multiplying x and 3x. And in this case, we only have that one possibility to try. We don't need to worry about, another set of factors down here. We know one of the factors, if it does factor, is going to have to start with x, and the other one will have to start with 3x. Now I'd like to look at the 4 and the factors of 4. 4 factors of 4 and 1 and 4. The other possibility would be -1 and -4 to give you that. And actually, it's going to have to be something like that because that's the only way you're going to get a negative middle term. So we can discount this possibility right away. Another possibility is 2 and 2, but again, that would not give us a negative middle term, so we can discount that. -2 and -2 could work to give us a +4. So we don't have too many possibilities to try here, just a couple, but we might have to switch them from one side to the other because it's not x and x, it's x and 3x. Okay, so let's try -1 and -4 to start with. The other thing we have to have, we're going to have a y on these second factors in order to get the y squared. So that's the difference from what we've done before. I'll have a y here, and we're going to start with a -1y, which is just minus y, and then -4y. Okay. If we were to multiply this out, if we multiply the leading terms of the binomials, we are going to get our 3x squared. If you multiply the n ones, the opposite of y times -4y, you are going to get a +4y squared. So we're good on the first term and last, but how about the middle? The middle is going to come from multiplying the x and -4y. That would be -4xy. And from multiplying the inner terms, that'll be -3xy, which is -7xy. So that this possibility will not work. So let's try another one. X and 3x again. The only other one to try really is -2 and -2. So hopefully that one will work for us. Actually, I'm wrong. There is another possibility to try, and I'm going to skip to that. From here, I'm sorry, let's go to this, and instead of putting the -4 there, we'll put it over on the other side. So let's go x -4y for the first factor, and let's try 3x minus y. So we're still on this one. There are two possibilities, putting the y here, 4y there, and the other possibility is leaving the x terms the same, but putting the 4y here and the y here. Let's try multiplying that out. We are going to get the leading term and the end term, the middle term. Let's try that. X times opposite of y gives you opposite of xy. And then we're going to have -12xy, which is -13xy. So that will work. It gives us our leading term when you multiply the x terms together. It gives us our end term when you multiply the y terms together. And as you can see, it will also give your middle term when you multiply the xy terms together. So this is how that trinomial would factor.